In this video, we will walk through the steps to add a new account. An account is created by associating a pay-as-you-go product with a customer. Before adding an account, please make sure that the customer record has already been established, and the product is physically available from your inventory. One product can only be assigned to one customer at any given time. To add an account, use the Add button at the upper left of the page. The customer selection can be done by entering the first two letters of the customer name, and a drop-down selection list is displayed, from which a customer record that had already been created can be selected. To add a product, use the Add Product hyperlink. This brings up a product validation screen. Product validation is necessary, because only those products that are physically available to a seller can be selected and assigned to a customer. To ensure this product assignment is valid, the seller must enter two pieces of information: the product ID, which is printed in a label on the product, and the product security receptor, or hash top value, that is uniquely coded for this product ID. These should be available to the seller, either by a product inventory list file that accompanies a deliver batch to the seller, or by using a scanning device that physically connects to the product, and extracts the same information from a product unit automatically. The inventory file should look like a spreadsheet, and the data required are contained in the yellow highlighted columns. In this example, we will use manual entry to populate the two required fields, by copying from the product inventory list file. First the pay-as-you-go product ID. Then the security hash top. Remember, this procedure can be done via a scanning tool offered to authorized sellers. A product can only be added if the two pieces of information check out, via the Verify button. The Add button will turn green if they do check out, and you can then proceed to add that product to this account. The start date is the first day that this pay-as-you-go product will be in use by the customer. It is typically the same day when the customer makes purchase and takes the product from the seller. Status should be set to active. The Select Pay Plan ID drop-down gives a list of all pay plans that have already been set up. We will use a separate video to explain how a pay plan is set up. Once a pay plan is selected, the remaining fields in the accounts are automatically populated by the parameters of the predefined pay plan. Note that these are copies of a pay plan at the time of the account setup. If subsequently the pay plan is changed, the account setup will not change. It is recommended that only authorized personnel of an organization can make changes to pay plans. And do not forget to save the account just created. In this video, we will go through the process for setting up a pay plan. A pay-as-you-go sales transaction requires an agreement between the customer and the seller, on how the product is paid for over a period of time. It is important that a pay plan is set up and applied properly. The pay plan section is how these agreement templates are defined. Once a plan is created, it can be applied to a class of customers. To add a plan, open the Pay Plan pop-up window. Plan name and plan description are plain text used to label and give some details the plan. It is recommended that an organization should adopt some form of common description language, so that plans can be easily understood and selected from plan list. In this example, we will create a pay plan for a 24-inch television pack, and we want to take $100 down payment, and 12 monthly payments of $50. We will give it a name of 24in_TV_pack/100/50x12. And a description something like 24-in TV pack, 100 down, 50x12 monthly top-ups. The type can be installment, PAYG, or rental. Down payment is the first payment toward the purchase of the product. Deposit, an option, can be a refundable amount that is not part of the payment calculation, to be refunded at the end of the pay plan. Top-up pay is the recurring amounts, to be paid at the end of each top-up interval, for instance 30 days. The number of payments is the last parameter to enter, and then by pressing the tab key, the total plan amount is auto-calculated. Total plan amount, also referred to as the payoff amount, is the final milestone. Once reached, the product should be paid off, and permanently activated. Do not forget to save the plan. You can go back and make changes to a plan at any time, but it is important to note that changes made to a plan will affect those accounts set up after a plan change. If you want to keep plans that have already been applied and should continue to be effective, it is recommended that new plans be created, instead of change an existing plan.
In this video we will explain the functions of the Product and Journal tabs. The Product page serves as an inventory of products that are currently sold under payment plans. You can look into some details of each product record, but there is nothing to be changed on these records. The Journal tab is a chronological list of all actions taken by an operator on all data entry pages. This serves as a record of actions, and also useful for navigating to specific records linked to actions.